This is the problem with Caitlin Clark. This is the problem with Caitlin Clark. Y'all listen up, man, because I'm seeing a lot of back and forth online. Now that Caitlin Clark, her her play has went up. She started balling. After the All-Star break, she just came out balling, which is a great thing. But this is the problem. This is where the misunderstanding is, because you see a lot of back and forth online with different opinions, and the whole situation is polarizing between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And I'm about to diagnose the problem. This is the problem with because Caitlin Clark has some diehard fans, and I've touched on these diehard fans in a earlier video where I compared Caitlin Clark to another point guard or whatever. And I'm about to diagnose the problem. This is the problem. The problem is there is no problem. That's the problem. The problem is there is no problem. There is no problem, but Caitlin Clark fans take everything as an insult to Caitlin Clark. That is the problem. That's the problem. That's why you have this polarizing argument, debate going on, and a lot of hate being thrown around on the internet and on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. The problem is, let me repeat that. The problem is there is no problem. There never was a problem. But Caitlin Clark's fans, not all of them, I'm an 80-20 guy. 20% of the fans are probably true diehard basketball fans. They probably watched a lot of NBA, and they probably watched some WNBA over the years, and they see everything as it unfolds, and they see how typical Caitlin Clark's situation is, and so they're not tripping. But it's those 80%, and you know that's 80% because WNBA revenue and fan base was very low before Caitlin Clark, and it spiked before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But I'm gonna repeat it for the third time, and it's gonna start sinking in. I'm gonna explain. The problem with the situation is there is no problem, right? It's a very typical situation. Caitlin Clark coming as a rookie, but the 80% of those new fans that came in that root for Caitlin Clark, they're seeing typical things that go on when a rookie hits the league as an insult to Caitlin Clark, and they're arguing for nothing. And the other side, and there's a lot of noobs on newbies on Angel Reese side too, and they're clashing. They're and both sides, the newbie Angel Reese fans and the newbie Caitlin Clark fans are making themselves look stupid to diehard basketball fans who are basketball purists who've been watching this game for the longest, the ins and outs of rookies coming in the game, free agency, how teams play, X's and O's. We us X's and O's guys, we seen it all. We know what's going on. But that's the war that's going on, and they're making themselves look stupid by attacking diehard fans who are looking like what are y'all talking about? Like, I mean, the nonsense. A lot of people are going to understand what I'm saying. Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came into the league. Everybody was excited about both players. Caitlin Clark averaged near 30 points in the in college basketball in the NCAA, and she shot in a high 40 percentile, I think, field goal percentage, and she pretty much, you know, was very reliable with the basketball. Never won a championship, but it's obvious that she's the best player. Obvious. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody's that stupid. My video that I got a lot of hate from, I said in the video that Caitlin Clark could possibly be the best women's basketball player in history. And I'm going to up the ante on that this video. I'm going to up the ante on that this video. But it's a lot I got to explain. Forgive me if this video is long. There should be no way you can hate on this video when you hear everything that I'm about to say. Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA. She averaged near 30 points and very good with the basketball, very reliable, very efficient numbers coming into the WNBA. Angel Reese came into the WNBA known for being a proficient rebounder, and she got a lot of garbage points for her size because has a lot of size to be a female at 6'4". So she got a lot of garbage points. So she's not that great of a offensive player, but she's just known for being a tenacious rebounder. She's known for being a spark plug for her team, and they actually won a championship head-to-head with Iowa against Caitlin Clark. They won an LSU, Angel Reese's team won a national championship. Caitlin Clark has no national championships in college basketball. But that doesn't take anything away from her, because I'm going to up the ante on what I said in my last video. I said that she could possibly be one of the best women's basketball player of all time. In this video, I'm upping the ante. Caitlin Clark is the GOAT. I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark is already her rookie season is not over yet. She hasn't proven enough to even deserve what I'm saying, but I could just see it. Like, I'm the type that I just go out on a limb, and I could see it that she is the greatest women's basketball player of all time, hands down. As years go along, she's gonna start having 60-point games and 70-point games, and she's gonna win championships, and it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy with her. It's gonna get crazy with her. Y'all mark my word. It's gonna get crazy. She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT. Simple. This thing is so simple. So if anybody come in my comments on this video saying I'm hating on Caitlin Clark, like, you don't listen, you don't watch videos, you just take clickbait, or you look at thumbnails and you just talk or what. But in my eyes, I'm going out on a limb. A lot of people, even her fans, probably aren't comfortable with going this far yet. But I don't care. I just call it like I see it. She is the greatest women's basketball player of all time. She's the GOAT, the greatest woman of all time. And when it comes to basketball, but let me elaborate on the problem. This is the problem. Just like I said, she came into the WNBA. She averaged near 30 points, very efficient with the basketball coming out of college. When she got in the WNBA, and like I explained about Angel Reese, she came in as a tenacious rebounder and averaged maybe 16 to 18 points in college. Very good numbers because she's tenacious rebounder, interior size, and makes it hard on the other team and gets the rebound. Like, simplicity and her heart enforcer on the team. Simplicity. My video I made earlier, you can go back to it. I created my video when Caitlin Clark was averaging 16 points, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers. So and shooting in the mid 30 percentile for field goal percentage and the low 30 percentile 3-point shooting. Caitlin Clark like coming into the league, right? And so these 80% of newbie fans, when I came on and I said, oh, her numbers dropping and she's not playing well, and the efficiency, assist to turnover ratio is not where it should be, even though I could see her being possibly being the best women's basketball player to ever touch a basketball, she's not playing well now. And Angel Reese came in the league and did exactly what we thought she would do, lead the league in rebound. Nah, we didn't think she would lead the league in rebound. She surpassed our expectations by leading the league in rebounding and breaking the double-double record for all WNBA players. And she's just a big, and she's never been a scorer, so her scoring numbers, their team doesn't care because that's not what she's there for. She's there to finish off the defensive play with a rebound, and we take the ball and we go down. That's what her job is. So I said, so my thing was, since, and I compared Caitlin Clark to Natasha Cloud because Natasha's point guard numbers were more efficient with a better assist to turnover ratio, and she only averaged 3 less points than Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is the best offensive women's player I've ever seen. And so her numbers were down. It could have been a plethora of reasons, just getting acclimated to the physicality of the game, just, the game is different from NCAA. There's a lot of different reasons, you know what I'm saying? Hazing, getting the hard fouls that WNBA players of old from decades ago talked about, how the physicality coming from the NCAA to the WNBA, and they had to get acclimated to a more physical game. The girl on Gil's Arena even said it, how she got beat up. So it wasn't. So when she's getting the hard fouls and getting hazed, it wasn't really a big thing. It wasn't really anything new. It's just that nobody was watching, and now everybody is watching, especially the newbie fans. So you see what I'm saying? Her numbers were down and inefficient. And so I was saying that right now, Angel Reese was ahead in the Rookie of the Year. Just sensible number. And guess what? And just like I said earlier in this video, there's nothing wrong. Remember I said that there was never a problem. Like, okay, her hype was real. Caitlin Clark's hype was real big coming into the WNBA, just like LeBron's hype was big coming into the NBA. And LeBron just came out and just scored 25, 5, and 5, his first ever NBA regular season game. But everybody is not going to do that. So it's natural for Caitlin Clark to slump coming into all that physicality, and then her play to, and I even said it in the video that I think her play is gonna. There's never been anything wrong. Went to the All-Star game, watched a lot of film, regrouped, came back, and was up from there. Numbers are just on a parabolic move now. All her numbers, her efficiency is getting better, her points is getting better, everything, assists, and her assists is astronomical. Like, you see the problem? Now that y'all see the problem, that nothing was ever wrong. Like, and as far as videos like mine with the NBA, we've made those critiques all the time. There's never been anything wrong. There's nothing in Caitlin Clark's situation happened any different than any other rookie or great blue chip rookie prospect coming out of college going to the NBA, or whether going to, there's nothing. Numbers slumping when they come into the league. Typical. A point guard, a rookie point guard, assist to turnover ratio not that good, getting acclimated to more athletic players, more defense, so the numbers being lower. You know what I'm saying? Even though Caitlin Clark's point totals were too low for the type of shooter that she is, but I'm glad to see her brought that up from. Excuse me, sorry about that, y'all. She brought that up from having a Sorry about that, y'all. I gotta fix this phone. She brought that up from 16 points per game to 18 something points per game, approaching 19. Like, man, like that's good. Even though I thought she should have averaged 25. If she averaged 30 in college, I thought it should have only dropped 5. But I don't care. I don't care. Y'all, a lot of people might be uncomfortable with making the prediction. She's the GOAT. She's the greatest woman basketball player of all time. And even though it hasn't come to fruition yet, I can just see it's just gonna go there. It's just gonna go there. Caitlin Clark is gonna be the greatest of all time. So there is no problem. It's just 80% of Caitlin Clark's fans, the new fan base, is just overreacting. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. That is I'm not gonna lie. That's even good for the game because it's a lot of controversy with the debates and everything going back and forth. But the 80% Caitlin Clark fans, the 80% of Angel Reese fans that haven't been watching games, haven't been watching a lot of basketball, you're just interested because 2 women players who got that it factor came into the league. Calm down. All of this stuff is natural. All of this stuff is natural. I think even though Caitlin Clark has clearly passed Angel Reese in the Rookie of the Year running for Rookie of the Year, I think it'll be better for the league since you got a polarizing fan base. I think even though, don't get in my comments saying that you're saying that Angel Reese deserves Rookie of the Year or not. No, I'm saying that even though Caitlin Clark has passed her when it comes to deserving a Rookie of the Year, I think they should give a co-Rookie of the Year because we gotta be honest. Women's basketball is different. Everything is more sensitive. When things are said about LeBron and KD, it just falls off their back and it falls off the back of the fans a lot of the times, and the narrative doesn't go crazy, and a lot of guys in the NBA, men, they take snubs from All-Star games, Olympics, and all kind of stuff, and it just rolls off their back. It's different when it comes to women. Things are going to be taken a lot. It's way more sensitive. So I think being that it's a women's game, we got to admit the differences between men and women, in my opinion, and give a co-Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for the simple fact that women's nature is equality type of nature, like participation trophy type of nature. We want equality for everybody, no matter if you do your job better. We want equality for women. Women have that. Women just see that. They'll see things and say it's not fair, and you know what I'm saying. Even though men will be like, life isn't fair when things aren't fair. Women take it more sensitive and more emotional. So I think they should give co-Rookie of the Year. I think it'll be a more lucrative thing to cater to both fan bases in that manner. See what I'm saying? But y'all, give me y'all opinion on what I'm talking about. There never was a problem. That was the problem. That's the problem with Caitlin Clark. There never was a problem. And critiquing a rookie who is supposed to slump coming in the league. LeBron was just crazy. LeBron was just ridiculous to come in the league and just do what he did. There was supposed to be a slump. There was a slump. Even though Angel Reese didn't have a slump. The only slump Angel Reese had was her point totals coming down, but her points were garbage points in the NCAA. She never was a great offensive player. So her points coming down by 3 or 4 points was never an issue because her rebounds came up, which canceled all that out, which made it it obvious that she came in the league into the WNBA clicking on all cylinders, which made people that know the game, been watching the NBA for the longest, know basketball, which made us see that she just deserved Rookie of the Year at the time. But now that Caitlin Clark has stepped up for her play at the point guard position, she deserves Rookie of the Year now. But I think that being that it's a women's league, I think since and it was so close and both rookies are so polarizing, they should give co-rookies a Rookie of the Year for economical reasons, for you know what I'm saying, for the fan base reasons, just to keep things going, get that debate going. Have a all publicity is good publicity. But I hope everybody understand what I'm saying. Like I'm about to close this video because it's 20 minutes long. New fans, the 80% of newbies that are watching the game because of Caitlin Clark. The 80% of newbies that are watching the game because you love Angel Reese. There's nothing new that is going on. Y'all just are new to the game. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are new watching basketball. All this stuff, rookie hazing, players slumping, like Caitlin Clark, who's been great on offense. Point totals dropping from a 30-point average to a 16-point average happens all the time when players come to the league. That when they come to a professional league and they slump. But Caitlin Clark bounced back. I think she's the GOAT. Greatest women's basketball player of all time. Angel Reese is going to be one of the greatest players of all time, because if she averaging this much rebounds right now, she's going to dominate. When she starts extending on her layups, using her height, Angel Reese, she's going to get dominant. When she perfects that jump shot that she's bringing into her game. But there's never was anything wrong. Y'all are new and y'all are just overreacting. Y'all are excited. The 80% of newbie fans, y'all are just excited. Chill out and enjoy the game and enjoy the action. Shouts out to Angel Reese. Shouts out to Caitlin Clark. Shouts out to A'ja Wilson. Shouts out to Kelsey Mitchell. Shouts out to Kennedy Carter. Shouts out to all of I can't pronounce her name, but the girl who scored all the points in the All-Star game against the Olympic team. Baller. These girls can hoop, man. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Logical Sports Perspective.